Hello and welcome to the Unnamed Sports Show here on the Sports Talkline Network, where we talk sports 24/7, 365. I'm your host, Joshua Griffith, and on today's episode, I'm joined by Vancouver Whitecaps center back Ranko Veselenovic. So before we get to the interview, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the big blue join button down at the bottom. That'll get you lots of extra perks. Join our Patreons. We got lots of different ones. Make sure you check out all of our shows on the YouTube channel. And follow me on Twitter at Joshua Griffith0. So I know you're only here for the interviews. You're not here to hear me talk. So let's get right to my chat with Ranko Veselenovic from the Vancouver Whitecaps. So I am joined now on the Unnamed Sports Show by friend of the show and center back for the Vancouver Whitecaps Football Club, Ranko Veselenovic. Ranko, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me into your show.
So you're back home now. Like you said, how was your travel? Did you make it home safe? Everyone's doing safe and healthy back home as well?
Yeah, I arrived in Serbia after our last game against Galaxy 2 weeks ago. The trip was good. I stayed safe at the airports, was the most important, and now I'm enjoyed a little bit in rest. And yesterday I started to do my individual programs that John sent us.
It's good. Is it nice being back home and seeing friends and family a bit?
Yeah, it's really nice. I missed them all. Good. It was a long season.
So, what a year it's been. The last time I spoke with you was like back in May, I believe. You had never even played a match for Vancouver at that point. You were just kind of waiting and held up in your apartment in Vancouver.
Yeah, when I came, I've done, I think maybe the guys came back from the game in LA against Galaxy, and I had maybe 2 or 3 practices, and then everything stopped. So it's really weird.
What did you make of what did you make of the season this year, Ranko?
Well, generally, I'm satisfied with the season. You know, I played a lot of games. My contract is now permanent. You know, for 3 years. I'm a little bit disappointed because we could make that playoffs. We missed. We needed only one game better. Maybe first game in Orlando. If we just make a draw 3-3 that we didn't concede in the 98th minute, we would be in playoffs. So I'm a little bit sad because of that. But when we see all the conditions that we played with Orlando, and then playing with the Canadian teams, and then playing away from home in Portland, I think it was good season. You know, we were fighting until the last round for the playoffs, and it was good.
So you've obviously played now in the MLS. What did you find the biggest difference between the MLS and the Serbian League that you played in before?
Well, yeah, it's a way better league. You know, there's no, in Serbia you have some easy games, then you have 1-2 hard. It depends on the opponent. But in MLS there is no easy game. You know, you need to work every game. And now I'm watching the playoffs. It's crazy results. You know, the teams that have been first, second in the regular season, they're out now. So I like that, honestly. It's interesting, and it gives the chance to win the title at the end.
There has been some crazy MLS games and some late goals and some great goalkeeping in penalty stops and
yeah.
I know Mark's been watching it too. I spoke to him on the weekend, and he said it was painful though to watch. Is it a little bit painful?
Oh, well, it is, yeah, because we could be in there. We could like last night, Nashville or New England. We could win some favorites, you know. We could do, if you win first game against first or second seed team, then everything is open. You know, you can go all the way. So it's a little bit painful, yeah.
I mean, obviously, Mark talked about after the last result. You know, the guys were pretty unhappy about it, just being so close and not getting it. What was the locker room like in general this season, Ranko?
Well, the locker room was good. The atmosphere was good all the way. You know, with a season like this, it's always have some situations, you know. But that's normal. The season was long. The guys were we were so long away from our families, and sometimes something happens, but we do it inside the team, inside the locker room. We solve those problems. We're going. That's sport.
So obviously, you had a very good season. You were named the Whitecaps most promising young player for the year. What did that mean to you this season?
Well, it means a lot, honestly. I didn't expect it, but it's really nice, and it now I need next year to prove that award, to make progress in my game, to step even more, to be the important for the team. And next year we have to go to the playoffs. That's my whole goal. I mean, it's nice individual awards, but next year I will only matter about the playoffs.
Well, that's good to hear, and I'm sure fans will like to hear it. So I'm joined now on the Unnamed Sports Show by Ranko Veselenovic. Ranko, you seem to develop a really good camaraderie in the backfield with Eric Godoy. Could you just talk a bit about the two of your play this year?
Well, yeah, we didn't play until, I don't know, a game against, I don't know, Salt Lake. I think.
It was later on in the season. Yeah.
Yeah, Salt Lake in Portland, and it was good. I really enjoyed with playing with him. He's a really, really good player. He has confidence. I believe in him when I play with him, and I know that sometimes if I make a mistake, he's a more experienced, older player, and I know that he will be there for me. And I have a good communication with him. We understand each other, and I think we played really well. I don't know, maybe last 7-8 games, and I really enjoyed it.
That's really important as a center back as well, to just have that trust with your partner and to know that you have their back and they have your back if you are happening to make a mistake.
Yeah, of course, you're right.
So I want to call you on a couple of mistakes that you made this year, Ranko. You got caught ball watching a couple of times. Is there anything that you plan on working on this season that you are the coach of, like, okay, this is one of the things that I want to work on this off season for next year?
Well, yeah, I mean, we as a team had some rough games, and I know that I've been make some mistakes, but for me, honestly, mistakes never affected me. I mean, I know what I made a mistake, and I'm gonna keep improving myself and keep training. It's not gonna affect me because everybody mistake. Varane in Real Madrid makes some mistakes in the Champions League. That's a normal. But what's specific for our position, that you see every mistake, and that's the problem. But really, it doesn't affect me when I make mistake. I try next game to be better, to not repeat that mistake. And of course, I think that I have a lot of space for improving my game.
Well, that's good to hear that you really reflect on it and take it to heart too, because and then like move on from it. Sorry. So, you kind of seem to develop a good relationship off the pitch with Evan Bush. He chatted about, the two of you being lunch mates and stuff. Were there any other teammates besides Evan that you kind of bonded with?
Yeah, well, with Evan, we clicked, as I already told you, after some game.
Yeah.
His best friend is from Serbia, so we have some themes for the conversation. Well, I don't know. I'm good with Janio Bikel also, because we understand each other. He played in Bulgaria, so he understands my country where I came from. Also, I'm good with Jake Nervinsky, but honestly, with all guys, I communicate well, and then I think we're a really, really good group.
Yeah, you could definitely see a lot of friendships and stuff, and the relationships were good. I mean, I remember after one of the games, Ali Anand crashed Russell Tiber's media interview and pretended to be his bodyguard. So.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite memory from the 2020 season? I mean, it could be really anything on or off the field.
2020 memory.
So this year,
yeah. Well, the game in Orlando against Chicago when we won 2-0, when we go to the next round to the, I don't know, quarterfinals or 16, I don't know. It was really nice. It was really nice because that's what football for. We celebrated that evening because it was really good game by all the team, by effort, and because all the stuff that we've been through in Orlando. Orlando was very tough for us as a team, so that was nice.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about those bubbles a bit. What was it like in Orlando, and what did you kind of do for fun? I kind of asked some of the other guys, like, you a Netflix binger? Did you play video games or?
Well, yeah, I watch Netflix. I'm not a game guy. I watched Netflix. Well, I enjoyed it in Orlando. After 3 months, I was really just to start play. I was starting to be nervous because we don't play, we don't train, and everything. But in Orlando, I felt really good. It was all 26 teams there, and it felt like we're playing World Cup. All teams there, games. You're watching games. It was really good.
It was exciting as a football fan.
Yeah, of course. It was unusual. It was something new, and then honestly, me personally, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was like a North American World Cup, which was kind of unprecedented, and it was just perfect for sports to kind of get back underway because that was the first thing that got going when the pandemic.
Of course, yeah.
So, what do you make of next year's season? Obviously, things could be pretty similar with travel and stuff, and maybe being stuck in Portland or doing some quarantining again. What do you think next year is going to bring for the team?
Well, yeah, honestly, I suppose that you know more details about next season than me. I don't know what's gonna happen with our home games and with travels. I don't know if we are gonna be allowed to play in Vancouver. But I think that is gonna be also the little bit strange year. It's not gonna back everything to normal. That's my opinion. Well, but we are professionals. We need to deal with everything. Whatever happens, we need to give our best on practices, on games to be a team. And also, I think we're gonna get some new guys. We need to help them to come into the team, like all guys helped me, and to build a strong community and strong team from the start. Well, as I said, the goal number one for the next season is playoffs.
Fantastic. So I got a couple more questions for you, but they're just fun ones, if that's okay.
Okay.
I asked your Portuguese coach this: Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Okay, we won't tell Mark. I'm Ronaldo. So, what is your go-to meal, if you have one?
Go-to meal. Well, we have meal in Serbia. We call it Sarma. It's like something Serbian national meal. I would take that.
You got to spell that for me because I want to look it up and I want to try and find it and try something.
S-A.
Yeah.
R-M-A.
Okay. I thought there might be a trick to it or something, so I thought I'd ask for the spelling. But I'm gonna look that up because it sounds pretty interesting. I kind of already asked you what you did for fun down in Orlando, and I was going to ask you. I mean, did you get a chance to see Vancouver, the city, at all, or do anything in Vancouver?
Well, not exactly. I was walking. I didn't go to lots of places because of COVID and everything, and from the club, they were always saying to us, be careful, don't go if you don't have to go. So I didn't explore all the Vancouver, but I've seen it's really nice city. It's really clean city, and I think I'm going to enjoy in the future years.
Well, I think that we're going to enjoy having you here for years to come, Ranko. So thank you very much for taking the time out of your day. And I know you're going to be watching some Champions League. So who's your team? Who are you cheering for Champions League?
My team is United, but they played last night. So tonight Interreal I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna just enjoy and chilling.
Well, good. Enjoy that, and thank you very much for joining me on the Unnamed Sports Show. Which you notice I stuck with the Unnamed Sports Show. So thank you very much, Rick. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that interview with Ranko Veselenovic from the Vancouver Whitecaps. He's locked up for the next 3 years, so hopefully we'll get to talk with that young lad a lot. He's a lot of fun to talk to. We probably chat more off air than we did on air there in that interview, but it was great to get to know his thoughts on the season and things moving forward. So make sure to tune into the Unnamed Sports Show tomorrow on the regular scheduled time, as I have a great guest, Eric Smith. That's why I had to move this one up to tonight. But I know everyone likes his great content, so you're going to get the great content from Sports Talkline. So tune into our many great shows, the Big East Football Show with Tom. We have all of the NFL live shows with Van and Nate, and also Spanksy has his college show. So make sure you guys check all that stuff out, and make sure you like and subscribe. Down at the bottom, follow me on Twitter, hit that big blue join button, and as always, just remember to follow Sports Talkline on all the channels. So thank you for joining me here today on the Unnamed Sports Show. I have been your host, Josh Griffith, on the Sports Talkline Network, where we talk sports 24/7, 365. And as always, remember to love sports, all sports.